Good morning, guys. It's Anthony with my reef. I'm making this small video for those guys been asking me how to properly use Nyos protein skimmer. You know, I'm new to the hobby too. I've only been doing this for 2 years, but I just gotta say, this proteins, the second one I had, the first one was an octopus, and this thing beats that out of the water. This is a real good protein skimmer. It just, you know, once you get the handle how to set it up, it becomes very easy. And you know, we make it hard, but it's not. This is a very easy protein skimmer you can use, and it doesn't take a genius to set this thing up, so it's very simple. So you see all that skim on the bottom of my cup? That's been only 1 day. I clean my cup every morning when I feed my fish. I turn everything off, I feed my fish, and that time I clean the cup. I make sure it's nice and clean. You know, I don't just pour out the skim. I make sure I wipe it off and I clean it. The only thing, the thing about this protein skimmer, I notice the cup needs to be clean. Not just the cup. Let me remove the cover off. The piece in there. Let me show you with my hands. The piece in there needs to be clean to work properly. I noticed some YouTubers, they just pour out the skim and they put right back like that. I noticed when I used to do that, I used to get less skim, not like this one right here. You see how dark that skim is? And it's thick. So that's one thing I noticed. You need to clean this piece right here. I clean every day, so it does, you know, takes about two minutes, tops 3 minutes. So okay, let's start the tutorial. And the first thing you got to do is, you see the big knob right here, this one right here. You need to open this knob halfway. Let me show you with the camera. Halfway into the opening in the bottom of the skimmer. You know what the water comes in? That piece, you see that white piece? That's the bottom piece of the tube, of the knob tube that you use to, you know, the one that you move up and down. That piece right there, that's the piece I use to show me, like a guide. It needs to be halfway in the opening. Once you do that, you come back up here, the smaller knob right there, you're gonna make sure you close it, completely close. Once you do that, you're gonna see a lot of bubbles being created in the neck of the protein skimmer. So all that bubbles is gonna create all this foam, and once the foam reach the top of this piece right here and it starts flowing over into the big cup, you're gonna come back here again to the small knob, and you're gonna move it in small increment, very small. You're gonna open it just a little bit, and you're gonna watch this piece right here. You're gonna watch the bubbles there, the foam. You're gonna watch it. Little by little, that foam is gonna start receding down. Depending how high is inside that tube right here, inside this piece right here, that's going to be an indication for you to move the knob a little more. Once that bubble resides all the way down to the bottom of this piece right here, the bottom, you're going to stop. You're going to stop. You're not going to move it no more, because that's going to give you a skim. It's not wet, it's not dry. It's going to give you a skim like that. So that's the way I like my skim. So I don't know about you, you may have a different preference, but once the skim reaches the bottom here, the bottom of this piece right here, not this one, you're gonna start moving it. This knob doesn't need to be open, wide open, just a tiny little bit enough to create the skim right here inside that tube right there. I like to keep my bubbles in my neck area of my protein skimmer right here. You see this piece right here? Let me put the camera in there. Let me see if I can show you. You see that right there? Those white bubbles? I like to keep it there. That's the bottom of this piece right here. The bottom of this piece. Once the foam reaches to the edge or closer to the edge, I stop. Not this edge, I'm sorry, the bottom edge. Once the bubble reaches the bottom edge of this piece right here, I stop. Sometimes you know, it doesn't have to be exactly, but close enough to the bottom of this piece, this round piece, the bottom of this. That means right here, the bottom of, let me explain again. The bottom of this will be right this bottom. And then you stop moving the knob. That's why I like my bubbles to reach first, before they start creating this skim, this dirty skim right here. It's a very simple protein skimmer. It works great. It doesn't make no noise. You see that noise in the background? That's my chiller. So New York is hot, and I live in an apartment. My apartment is like, so my chiller's working overtime. So that's it, guys. That's what I do with my protein skimmer. If you want to ask me a question, please do so. Write it down in the comment section. I would answer the comments. If you want to subscribe to my channel, please do so. If you want to criticize my speech in my channel, please do so. Again, I love criticism. So I just want to say, I hope this helped you. If you don't understand my accent, please ask me. At least I can write. So, like I said, it's not a hard protein skimmer to set up. And once you set it up and you get the hang of it, it's very, very easy. We make it hard. We are a spoiled reefers. You know, we need, I noticed something. We always do the same routine. That's why we make things harder. Sometimes we just gotta change and adjust to the new changes. But this protein skimmer is great. I love it. The Quanta Nyos protein skimmer is a good protein skimmer. I told you, this is my second one, and I don't regret it. And if I ever have another setup, I'm gonna use it. Oh, something else I noticed. I used to get before I go, I just want to say this. Before I used to have light from my refugium, used to filter into the space of the protein skimmer, and it used to create algae in the side of the tube right here, and that can affect your skim. I noticed that too. So I block the light. I make sure I put dark stuff here. Now the light doesn't filter into the space of the protein skimmer. I noticed you need to keep the neck clean too. So, that's a little tip out there. You take what it's worth. So anyway, guys, I want to say you have a beautiful day. Peace.